Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jack. Welcome back. And before we get started on today's topic of discussion, I just wanted to say a very special thank you to the three brand new subscribers that are on the channel. Welcome. I hope you guys enjoy the content. And thank you for being here. And one more thing for the subscribers that have been here since earlier times and even since the beginning, I just want to say thank you very much for sticking with me. I know that about a few weeks ago to the better part of a month or maybe a month ago, I wasn't really consistent. I kind of made a video about it why, but I really appreciate you guys sticking with me and staying here. It is awesome, and especially when I see that you guys are staying or when I see new people come in. It's really something that's humbling, and it makes me feel like $1 million, even though a lot of you guys might say, whoa, you only got 11 subscribers. Well, I don't see it that way. I see it as progress, and I see it as a unique social experience. It's like gaining a new friend, so to speak. So it's something that puts a smile on my face, and as you guys know, sometimes it's really hard to smile in life, and it's hard to feel like $1 million, but I just wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you, old and new. Because it raises my eyebrows, it makes me smile, and it makes me feel really good throughout the day, despite how crappy I may feel, because that's life. So I just wanted to give you guys a thank you very much. So now, with that out of the way, I wanted to talk about how I have noticed, not many, but I'm sure you guys have noticed the same thing, but there are similarities between Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 3 in this game. It seems that Treyarch kind of took a small page or part of a page from the Modern Warfare 3 book. In terms of attachments for assault rifles is what I'm looking at, and of course the way some of the submachine guns and how they feel. And even the secondary weapons, so to speak, they're all very, very powerful. The Modern Warfare 3 MP9, for instance, was very powerful. The rapid-fire attachment for assault rifles is the first thing that kind of caught my eye, which reminds me immediately of the Type 25 from, the Type 95 from Modern Warfare 3. You put, it was a burst-fire weapon, and you basically put rapid fire on that and the red dot, or rapid fire and a silencer. It was just rapid fire and whatever else you wanted, and that thing would melt you even faster than without it, and that thing was overpowered as it was from the beginning. So, and the rapid fire only made it stronger. So the fact that it's not rapid fire doesn't seem to do all that much. As a matter of fact, all the attachments like rapid fire or maybe even long barrel don't seem to have that much of an effect, except for the the red dot and the opticals are always going to have the same kind of effect as in previous Call of Duties, but and of course excluding the silencer, because the silencer weakens your gun more than any other silencer in Call of Duty history so far, according to what Drifter has said in his video and the stats. So, and of course how it feels as well. So another thing was, if you pay attention to this gameplay in particular, this is why I chose this gameplay. This gun, the VMP, the submachine gun, basically reminds me of the MP7 from Modern Warfare 3. And that gun was godlike simply because of the fact that, not because necessarily it killed fast. I mean, it killed really fast if you were accurate with it, but this thing could pick you off from basically across the map without any recoil whatsoever. And the most common attachments for that gun was rapid fire and a silencer. In this game, all you need is basically a grip and quick draw. You can use laser sight as well to help, but it has really good accuracy even without the laser from the hip as well. Iron sights are clear. The only difference that I see is that it's not exactly a clone, simply because of the fact that you can't pick people across the map quite as easily, because this gun does have more kick to it. In a sense, the way I look at it, it's what the MP7 for Modern Warfare 3 should have been like. But, it was a different game, different coding. Everything was just very different with the way it works. Plus, there was frame rounding back then. Right now in this game, they say frame rounding has been pretty much eliminated. So that way, every gun is literally has its own personality, so to speak, in terms of the way it fires. It's not rounded to the frame rate per second. So, and I think that's part of the reason why the attachments work differently, partially. And plus, probably Treyarch just doesn't want to make anything too overpowered as it is, especially this early. It's still too early for guns to be patched, but they're listening. I've been looking at Charlie Intel, and basically they're going to nerf a few. They've been listening to community about what the community's been saying about certain guns. And of course another one like the Weevil, the gun that I was talking about in the previous video. The Weevil is basically the P90. There we go. The Weevil is basically the P90 from Modern Warfare 3. If you look at the way it reloads, the animation is pretty much exactly the same. Of course, you can't change animations too much if the gun is built similarly, but the thing is, overall, there are a few similarities as far as attachments and as far as guns and the way they work and how fast they fire, the recoil patterns, although Treyarch is known to have a little bit more recoil on their guns than the other Call of Duty specifically. But in this game, some guns just really barely have any recoil, which is a good thing though, because you don't have to use the grip. Granted, you can aim really well with it, and of course the iron sights are good, as mentioned in the previous video. But it's just really surprising that they took a page out of the Modern Warfare 3, because, you know, obviously ever since Kill Confirmed was invented in Modern Warfare 3, every single Call of Duty game has had it. And of course Uplink, I guess a lot of people liked Uplink, and I guess it was good for competitive, so they kept it in this game. And of course it works with the thrusters, which the thrusters in this game I like to basically view as nerfed exos in a sense, because it is slower, it's not as crazy, and you don't go quite as high in the air unless you use the wall run ability first or whatnot. But for the most part, I would say it's 60% guns on the ground and then 40% with the thrusters, you know, especially for people that have scuff. But I'd say 60 to 70% of engagements happen with boots on the ground, classic Call of Duty, which is definitely a good thing, which is why a lot of people like this game. So anyway, I'm about to run out of time here, but overall, I'd say that the decisions that they made with the attachments and the perks and everything like that, even though it is partially a page from Modern Warfare 3, I'd say overall that it is a good thing. And as long as everything stays balanced, which it will get balanced even better in the future, I think it's going to make the game that much better. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say for this one. If you like it, let me know. And if you don't like it, let me know what I can do to make future videos better. Thanks again, guys. See ya.